Hello and welcome to episode number 8 of Snail's Amazing World. I'm Confused Snail 452 and welcome to my world. So, today I want to focus on, oops, that's my torch. I want to focus on getting some bricks because I think I want to make something out of bricks, and so I always avoid getting clay. So, that's what I'll do. In the last episode we went mining. I almost lost my stuff, but hey, I have like 56 iron now. And I also have full iron armor, which is pretty awesome. And previously we also worked on this path. So I just want to get some bricks and start building something. I was thinking maybe a storage area just so I'd have a good amount of storage, or maybe I can make a nice farm or something, maybe a little barn house or whatever. I just want to get bricks and build something out of them because I have mostly just done everything out of wood so far, and I think some bricks would look nice. So I think it would be a good idea just to explore a little and see what kind of clay we can find, so I can actually dig up and try and get some bricks. So I think I'm going to be looking at the bottom of the water here and just looking for any clay that I might see. We are in an acacia biome, which I'm not exactly sure if that messes with the amount of clay we could find if we need to be in more of a different biome or something. But I guess I just have to keep going, really. Okay. This is just some gravel. Is there any clay over here? I don't want to fall into that bubble column. Over here we have this gravel beach. Maybe there might be any clay around here. I'm just seeing andesite, a little waterfall. This is actually a really nice area. But am I seeing any clay over here in the water? No. Okay. Let's just keep looking around this beach a little bit. I actually haven't explored around here a terrible ton. Yeah, I'll just place down our sugarcane. Maybe there might be a bit of clay around here. There's a very nice coral reef here. I like the water ever since we actually had the update aquatic it's just so fun to swim around in because there's actually stuff to look at, stuff to do. And the water was always very, very boring, and it took forever to swim any amount of distance at all. I don't think we're going to find too much clay in a coral reef. However, I am also just enjoying swimming through a coral reef right now. So this is overall pretty fun. I also like how many options for blocks we have gotten because we have coral reefs. I think that's always one of the nice things is when we get new options for blocks that actually make sense. Let's collect some sea pickles here. That'll be fun to have some sea pickles. In terms of clay down there, not seeing anything. I think I might be too deep for clay under the ocean. This is that sandy village. That's right. Okay. I think it was episode 2 the last time I was actually here. But there was a sandy village. Sandy village? Well, desert village that's on the water, which I found really, really cool. And there's a coral reef around it. There's not a ton to do here. There are a lot of cats, so maybe I should go fishing and try and collect some stuff. This week in terms of Minecraft has been pretty exciting. We've gotten a lot new information about vibrant visuals, I will say, which is actually pretty exciting. I do like the vibrant visuals. I generally like to play when I'm just playing Minecraft on a server for fun or whatever. I like playing with some shaders, and it's nice that that's a built-in thing now, and that's going to kind of start becoming the default. which maybe it's not the best thing in the... Whoa. Okay, that's a tall mountain. I need to go see that tall mountain. Maybe that's not the best thing in the world. Maybe I should actually get a boat. I just realized. Yeah, let's just sink into the water, craft myself a crafting table, and then make myself a boat. But it's just interesting to see that like shaders and stuff are actually becoming the default in Minecraft. Oh, wow. Okay. I've never seen this just border the water like this. This is really cool. And it's a new moon. This is not scary at all. Maybe we can find some clay around here. Oh, and there's armadillos. You actually have armadillos around here. I love these little guys. Hi, armadillos. You're scared of me initially, I can tell. We'll just take a good look around here. Nice little cave with a creeper in it. Okay. Die. That creeper did not make any sound before it started to explode, but okay. One thing I'm interested about is Minecraft is slowly gaining new commands and stuff. I've always found it really cool that Minecraft has a lot of possible. Oh, that's a sunken like ship. I've always loved that Minecraft has so many possibilities of like commands and data packs that you can make and stuff. And it's cool to see whenever we get like new commands. I don't think new commands are necessarily recent, but I've just been seeing some stuff lately of some new commands that we've been getting, and I'm just realizing like how much control we have over the game on the side of you know, no mods or anything, without even... Oh, buried treasure map. Oh, nice. Take some paper. Maybe I'll take some feathers. We're gonna throw the granite and our copper, because I'll mine for copper later. I don't really know why I took the leather armor, but I took it. So I also have some potatoes now, which I could cook into some cooked potatoes in my furnaces. But let's double check this buried treasure map and see what we can find. So it's within this area supposedly, but there's no X, which is slightly concerning. Is this just a normal map? Did the map break? I don't think I've ever seen a buried treasure map do that. I think my buried treasure map just broke. I've never seen that happen in Minecraft. I just get a buried treasure map that's just completely normal. But maybe this is normal that it does this. I was hoping for a red X. Yeah. The date this goes live, it will be now the day after Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders opened, which is quite interesting to me because the original console edition of Minecraft, before it got replaced by with the Better Together update and the Bedrock and all that, is still technically playable as far as I know. Why? Okay. Yeah, this is just another map that I have now. That's separate from the other map I have. That's interesting. We should fill out this entire map, but I was really hoping to find some clay earlier. But I've just been running around in circles so far. But yeah, it's certainly interesting to me just that like I know the new Xboxes and the PS5 and stuff. I mean, you can still play it on the PS5, but we're slowly losing support for these older versions on new consoles. Though, in some ways, because of our backwards compatibility, we're keeping support. I need to kill the skeleton. I'm just gonna dodge you, and then I'm gonna do that. There we go. We're slowly losing support for our old consoles, but at the same time, we actually really haven't. And it's actually quite impressive how accessibly you can still play the original console editions of the game, despite it being many years after they were officially discontinued. It's been about 6 years now since the last version. Can I put this on my offhand? Whoa, okay. I forgot you could do that in this. Well, I'm gonna swim around this boat and fill out that map. I have taken myself into a dead end. But yeah, the Legacy console editions are, I mean, based on this Let's Play, are some of my favorite editions of Minecraft. And it's a little sad that like we're slowly losing that support for them. But it's also kind of exciting to me that it's still reasonably accessible to still play them in the modern day. And with mods like Legacy 4J, which I've talked about a couple times before. And that's what we're playing on right now to get new features. Oh, no. It actually allows you... Is there anything helpful around here? I just want clay. But it's just interesting that, like, despite the official support dying, that we can still reasonably easily play older versions of Minecraft. And that I can't really say about too many other games. This is really weird. The sand is floating above the water. This is just a bridge, and if I broke this, the sand would fall to the bottom of the water. Actually, would it float up? Maybe it would. But yeah. Oh, what just happened? What did I hear? Hi, skeleton. What am I hearing? I'm not exactly sure what I'm hearing, but it doesn't sound good. I think I've just got to run around here. I thought this was going to be a pretty quick process. I thought I was going to find my first batch of clay within like the first like 5 minutes. And it's becoming daytime, which is good. There we go. Killed the creeper. And we have now saved the game as well. I always love the game saving in real time and you get to see as it saves. Is there any... I know this technically counts. This is what? Terracotta. Yeah, that's what it's called. But this used to be... What was it? It was red sand clay or whatever. I think that's what it was called initially. But I'm looking for actual clay that I dig and will allow me to craft bricks with it. But I have not seen any so far. If I swim in the water, will I see anything? It's just a lot of gravel and a lot of dirt, which is not what I'm looking for. And I'm also seeing a lot of red sand. A little bit of sandstone. Is this a ruined temple? I'm just double checking. This does not look to be a ruined temple. Yeah, this is not a ruined temple. I just dug a big hole into the ground. Oh, hi, little bunny. Oh, and we're in the Acacia Village. Oh, so this is the bottom right corner of the map. Let's pull it up so it's a little easier to see. Just right here. So, oh, it's kind of hard to see with the hotbar in the way, but right in the bottom right corner of the map. Right now, I've not found any clay, but there we go. But we're exploring this map pretty thoroughly. I do think it'd be cool if we've explored this map. Maybe not in this episode, but soon. Let's just run a little bit this way to get this corner of the map. I mean, by the time I found terracotta, well, not terracotta, by the time I've actually found clay, we probably would have explored the whole map based on how it's going right now. I think it might be an interesting time, now that we've hit the corner here, I think it might be interesting to talk a little bit about the player locator bar, because it's a little controversial. However, I think it's interesting to talk about because I think it a little bit exemplifies that difference between the newness of Minecraft and the old feeling of Minecraft. Because the player locator bar essentially gives you something where in multiplayer you can see your friends, and you can even set waypoints using a command that will point you to different areas. That replaces the XP bar. It has been so prominent in Minecraft for so many years. And the player locator bar just overall, like, it changes the way you need to play the game. If I have a couple friends on a server and I want to go find them, I just look for one of them on my player locator bar and I'll find them, because it's not actually... Is that a swamp? Oh, that's a swamp, I think. Let's head over there. I can just look at my player locator bar and start heading towards them. There's no asking of, hey, where are you? How can I come find you? And everything. And yes, that makes the experience when you're first playing Minecraft a little bit easier. And yes, it's also optional. You can choose to opt in to using the player locator bar. You can choose not to. Oh, this is not... Oh, this is a mangrove forest, which I don't hate mangrove forest, but that is not what I was looking for. I thought we were going to find a swamp and I was going to be able to get slimes and make like cool pistons and stuff. But yeah, the player locator bar just overall is something that's new. It's something that changes the way you play the game in multiplayer, and also changes the way you approach things, like I want to find my friends or whatever. And it gives you just this nice handy little bar that just tells you exactly where they are at any given time. And there's no question about it. There's some mud in here. I don't know what you can use mud for, actually. It might be interesting to collect a little bit of mud. It says can be used for construction. So I guess I need to figure out what you can use mud for. But I'll collect a stack of mud just to be safe. It's not clay like I was hoping, but mud is mud. Oh, my shovel broke. Okay, let's grab my crafting table. Let's make a shovel. I made even more sticks when I really didn't need to. There we go. Now let's just get up to a stack here. Anyway, I keep going off topic, and I'm so sorry about that. But the newness of Minecraft is adding on to features. I mean, we have this mangrove forest with these transparent like tree blocks that drop like this, and overall this is not something I would have expected in Minecraft. I actually, when I first saw mangrove forest, I completely thought I was playing a mod, because Minecraft has always been so simple for so long that at this point they need to start adding stuff like these mangrove forests if they want to actually allow new content to be added to the game, because a lot of the like new features they can do have already been done. If you want to make a cool new feature, it's actually probably already been done. Is that clay? This is clay. We found our first clay. Yes, please. Okay, we found some clay. Let's collect it safely without dying. I think I can just swim down here and collect a little bit of this. But Minecraft has just existed for so long at this point that adding new features is not a matter of the essentials anymore. I mean, maybe you could say stuff like vertical slabs or whatever could be the essentials of Minecraft. But Minecraft as a game overall is something that at some point you kind of run out of features to add that fit in necessarily with the base game. Like at some point you've added so many features that completely change the game that it's not quite the same game. I mean, Minecraft that you play today is so much different than Minecraft 1.12, for example. Or most of, I guess, the legacy console lifespan is so much different than the Minecraft you'd play today. And that doesn't make new Minecraft, I think, inherently bad. That just makes it different in a lot of different ways. Oh, there's actually... Okay, maybe I did want to find a mangrove forest because I'm finding a lot of clay here. But new Minecraft has to change things. I think one of the things we're slowly starting to lose in Minecraft is the art style. This is my personal opinion, and I'm not trying to stir up a angry conversation or something. I just want to, like, in my opinion, I think the art style of Minecraft has changed significantly. And there's a dolphin making me go really fast. How fast can I swim? Whoa. Okay. That's not necessarily what I wanted, but that's pretty cool. But new Minecraft is losing its art style. We are getting new gas with correct looking textures, which now means the gas look less pixelated than they used to, which is a big thing for me, where I feel that I do really like the new textures. I think they look really nice, and I think they've improved the look of the game overall. However, I also think that we should try and keep to the same relatively 16 by 16 style, even if pixels are bigger on some things than they are on others, because I always think if you're using a pixel style and you're not pixel consistent with it, it can end up looking a little weird, at least to me. I mean, it looks weird to a lot of artists, I would honestly say, because Minecraft has always kind of looked weird because it's all programmer art, and so none of it was made by like a professional team until very recently, when they actually have an artist who actually works on this stuff. But overall, Minecraft having a consistent art style that doesn't, like, you know, for the longest time we never got really any blocks that had too much complexity. The most complex block we had was probably the stair, or I can't really think of any other examples, but especially the stair, where the stair block, you know, cut into it. I guess the mobs had a pretty complex style to them. Now we've got stuff like the warden and stuff, which has pretty complex animation, and definitely took a lot of time to make. But it's not quite the same as the original Minecraft. And like I've said, like, that doesn't inherently make it bad. It just makes it different. And it's different than the Minecraft that I'm necessarily used to. It's a lot different than the Minecraft I'm used to. This biome is so much different than I'm used to. And I don't particularly hate it, but I also don't particularly love it. I keep running into lily pads. And it's part of the reason I want to go back. I think that's the best explanation for going back sometimes, is sometimes things are just different. Minecraft is an inherently different game that I feel sometimes going back is less nostalgia, but it's wanting to play a different game. I want to play when I go back and play like beta Minecraft versions. I want to play a different game than the modern Minecraft because beta Minecraft had something where it was simple. It didn't have a lot of mechanics. And so your focus was on a lot of different things that you can focus on now. It was about, it's still about community, but it was a lot about the community and the building and trying to survive in your first night. Where now you could find a village that has a bed and easily survive your first night, where that never really existed and the entire world was up to you to create. I mean, I like finding, buried treasure. I like finding these sunken ships, and that's what makes Minecraft exciting for me right now, is finding these structures and being able to look through them. I think I've already been on that sunken ship, but that's what makes Minecraft exciting for me, is I really enjoy that. And I really enjoy being able to find something and want to explore it. And, beta Minecraft, the most you would find is an interesting cave, which an interesting cave, when it's the first time you've seen a cave, it's still an interesting cave. But they definitely had to keep adding stuff to not make the caves the only thing that ever existed in Minecraft. Or else I think Minecraft would have died a long time ago if we stuck to the beta Minecraft experience for the last 15 or more years. It's over 15 years now. But yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. I know I kind of spun from like locator bar all the way over to talking about what makes new Minecraft different. That is an ocean temple. What? You can't really see it, but what? I do not want to go too close to that thing. That's fun. Okay. But yeah, Minecraft has gotten a lot better. I mean, I think a lot of the internal systems are a lot better than they ever used to be. Is there a dolphin? Oh, there's a dolphin right there. Dolphin. Dolphin. Hello. Take me with you. Yes. Let's go. Let's swim. Oh, I love this. I can fill out my map too. You just need to fill in a little pixel there. That's the main area of the map filled out right now. Most of the top half is ocean. We should actually fill out this entire map, though I don't really want to get mining fatigue right now, so I should go in prepared with like a milk bucket. And then I should go in and with a bucket, I should go and finish this map, and then we should hang it up on like an item frame. I think that would be pretty cool to have a little item frame with everything I need on it. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's... why am I keeping suspicious stew? I don't think I need suspicious stew. I just wanted to collect the sugarcane so I could place it down and make this sugarcane bigger if I need paper. If I need paper in the future. What is going on here? Hello, creeper. Die! There we go. Okay, let's head back to base. Let's sleep. Because I do not want to die right now. And we can also start smelting our clay and get bricks, which will be an overall good thing, I think. All right, it is morning. Let's throw this stuff into the furnace. Let's take our iron out of there. Let's throw in that. Okay. There's 64 in that one. Oh, that's right. Okay, so the coal that I had put in there is like the only coal I had. Let's throw in a good amount of wood in each one of these, just so we can smelt a little bit faster. I do not want to put my water back in there. I want to put my iron in there, just so we keep it safe, so I don't lose my iron. What is this map? I'm holding two maps at once. This map is okay. It's that one of like the with the biome with the terracotta. I was trying to think of what it's called, and I just decided I am not going to try. So I got to keep that map with me. I'm gonna throw my unbreaking leather armor in there because maybe it'll be helpful at some point in the future. Keep our torches. Maybe I should create one more crafting table. No, one more furnace. Just so I have another furnace and I can throw in a little. Let's throw this in here. I just want to make sure that I have even more, so I can throw a bit in there. But I want to make sure. Let's clear my inventory here. I want to make sure I keep this map on me. I'll keep a couple of arrows on me. Maybe I could, in this final furnace, throw a couple logs in there, just so we get some charcoal. The big thing in the original tutorial, teaching you how to make charcoal, which used to have the same texture as the regular coal, but still, it's charcoal in this version. Let's get some torches out of that, which is good, because I want to make sure everything is nice and lit up so I don't have any mobs spawning around here, because I really want to avoid that. Let's actually go into here and light this area, just to make sure that we don't have any unwanted mobs spawning everywhere around here. So you can actually see. That's a creeper. Hi, creeper. Do you want to blow up my forest I've been planting? Because that seems like the thing you would like to do right now. I do wish modern Minecraft was a little more performance efficient. If there's one thing I dislike about modern Minecraft, it's probably the performance and how much you need performance mods. I do think it's gotten better, just overall. However, with the complexity added to the game, I'm currently looking, by the way, seeing what I can do with my mud. But performance mods, can I? That doesn't help. Wait, it's used for construction, talking about just building with it. Might be it. I thought mud just was there to be like crafted into something that could be cool, but is it just decoration? I mean, it's not bad decoration, but it's decoration. That's Bad Omen 4? Okay. Let's get some bricks out of here. Get some wood so we can get this furnace going again. But we're going to get a good amount of bricks here. Let's throw in some planks. Let's grab everything we have. Now let's grab our charcoal and make our torches. Oh, I don't have the ingredients to make torches. I disagree with that. There we go. Now I actually have stuff to make torches. I do not want to craft a flower pot, but that is pretty cool. I could make a jukebox if I really wanted to, though I would have to start collecting some music discs, which I'm not quite ready to collect music discs right now. But I want to craft some bricks, and I think I'm looking in the wrong section for bricks. Where would bricks be? Are they in this category of blocks? It doesn't look like it. Okay, it's in this category of blocks. Oh, there's the bricks. Okay. We have approximately 20 bricks, which is nowhere near enough to make like a whole house. but I guess I could start something. I want to build something here. I talked about 2 ideas at the very beginning of this episode. I talked about making like a storage kind of facility type thing, or I could make nice little beginnings of a farm. I think the farm is a especially good idea because I don't really have any farm right now. I think maybe I could use this area here by the bridge and just start kind of using hoe and just kind of making this overall like a nice like farmland with some evenly spaced water and everything. But let's take down this tree real quick. But yeah, and then I can make like a spot to put some like cows and chickens, and I can make this really nice farm area that I think could be pretty fun to walk around and explore. So maybe, I just ran out. Okay, my axe broke on me. Well, let's go get some better tools here. All right, let's grab a little bit of iron and let's not make another pickaxe. Let's make a nice iron axe. Yeah, sure. Let's spend on an iron hoe and like that. Let's do that. And shovel. Axe. I have all iron tools, which is a pretty good feeling. I think one of the best feelings when playing Minecraft is knowing that, hey, I actually have a good amount of tools here. Oh, and that's an Enderman. Hi, Enderman. Can I trap you in a boat? Just for demonstration purposes. No other reason. Can you get in this boat? Thank you. Thank you, sir. I have no other motives. He dropped his grass block. It does not look like he dropped an ender pearl. That's great. I've been seeing every Enderman and I've been trying to collect everything I possibly can from them, but so far, all the Endermen that I have tried to get ender pearls from so I could make getting to the end actually possible have all decided, no, I'm not going to give you anything helpful. Actually, I'm going to just sit here and I think you can go out 4 blocks. So I'll just go based off that. But I'm just going to not give you anything, and you're just going to be left here disappointed. Boom. I believe... Okay, everything but this should actually be farmable. Let's take my shield out in my hand. Let's do that. So, yeah, okay. So everything... 4 blocks in every direction is totally farmable with a single block of water. I haven't done a ton of farming in Minecraft. I actually think right now that's one of the more lacking aspects of the game. But here we go. Is it already nighttime? It feels like I just slept. I guess I was waiting for my bricks for a while there, so... Days go by pretty quickly when you're just kind of waiting around a little bit for your bricks to smelt. And then you realize you really did not dig up enough clay. I'm going to need to like go clay hunting. Here's something I should bring up. I don't know how many people will actually respond to this, but I've been thinking about, okay, the boring stuff. I'm just going to go clay hunting and I'm just going to go try and find a bunch of clay and I'm going to use it to build something. Like I don't want to do anything off camera necessarily. I hate the idea of just like coming back and be like, yeah, I built this entire base and yeah, it was all off camera. You never saw any of it. I think that's just boring. That's kind of, I guess, a little bit rude to anybody who's trying to actively watch a series that you just show up one day and you just have an entire base built or something. And yeah, we did it on stream or whatever. but it might be nice to occasionally stream this world. And I just kind of chat and talk for a little while I collect something like clay. It's a little more boring than watching an episode like this, because there's not always something happening in Minecraft at every given moment, but I could interact with the chat and stuff, and I think it could be a relatively nice experience. I don't know how soon I would actually start doing that, but it might be worth it to do that at some point to get a bunch of bricks, because I want to actually build something out of bricks instead of just sitting here for way too long trying to like collect bricks or whatever. And that may just simplify an episode down to some just important bits, rather than entire episode of me just walking around just hunting for stuff. Because if I come in with all the necessary materials and a bit of a plan, then something will actually get done faster and it will be completed, and you can watch it be completed, even if the boring part was kind of hidden. So I don't know what the opinion is on that. If people love the idea of me actually just streaming a little bit of that, or if people hate the idea of the fact that I would ever stream an episode of this. Well, it's not going to be an episode of this. It's going to be a very different format to your regular episode, and you don't have to watch it really if you don't want to. But yeah, I think that would just be kind of interesting to do, and it would allow me to get the boring tasks done quicker. I want more seeds so I can actually plant more, actually plant even more, because that area is not going to immediately fill itself. So I'm just trying to get as much seeds as I possibly can, which means this entire area is just going to be entirely grass, like just all the grass is just gone. But hey, this would mean I would actually be able to make a new bread instead of relying on this stack of bread that I got from a village by stealing a bunch of their hay, which I love doing, by the way. That is probably one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft, is just stealing from a village and getting all their hay and making a bunch of bread out of it, and then just eating their bread. All that wheat that they worked so long to actually get. Oh, I forgot there was an achievement for this. And I'm just eating it, just enjoying it. Let's oh, okay, this is gonna be annoying. I'm just trying to get some seeds here. Okay, I guess what I'm gonna do here is I have a couple bones, not in my inventory right now, but in the chest at my base. So I'm gonna go there real quick. We're gonna grab some bones. I'm gonna get some bone meal, and I'm gonna speed up the process so we can actually fill up this farm a little bit. Here's our bones. Cool. I'll throw my saplings in there and my sea pickles in there for now. But we're just gonna craft some bone meal, which I gotta remember where it is. If I'm ever in doubt, it's always in this last menu. And there it is. I always forget that it's just sitting there in that last menu. I've been trying so hard to kind of memorize this crafting system, but I'm always so terrible at doing it that I just I go in there, I sit in there for like a minute just searching just to get one item to be able to craft it. Some point I'm going to memorize it. Some point I'm just going to be like, yep, there's the thing I need to craft. I mean, I have a much better idea of crafting than I did before I started the series, which I think is good overall, but it's definitely, I don't think, a good enough amount of crafting experience. Some point I will actually be good at crafting in this game, but there's 6 wheat. If I run over to this crafting table here, I can actually craft that into 2 slices of bread. A whole 2 slices of bread, which is I've ate at least like 4 slices, I think, in this episode. Probably more than that. So I'm slowly reclaiming the amount of bread that I have. The crazy thing about the way the water works is I actually should start doing this. Is I should make a slab, a wooden slab, and then I already had a bunch. Oh, I always forget I have stuff like this in my inventory that I can just use. A lot of people like stone slabs, but I want to use a wood slab for this. Okay, this is waterlogged. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do a little bit of replanting here. And then, that's right. It needs to be on the top of the block. Well, technically, because I can waterlog things, I can do this. And then I can place my torch on it. There we go. Is this rain going to water my crops? We're going to have a real good amount of wheat here very soon. And I'm going to have to keep refreshing this farm. But I think this will be a pretty cool farm at some point. Because I think it'd be pretty cool if it kind of extended a little bit around here. And just gave me a lot of wheat. I think I'll take down this tree. And I'm just going to have to suffer. I really don't love these trees. They're probably one of my least favorite things about, like having to mine down a tree is, oh, here's a big tree. If you want to get rid of the tree for real, you have to mine all these random logs that are just kind of scattered everywhere. But they do give you a lot of logs. So by the end of it, it is actually kind of worth it. But it's annoying while you're doing it. Let's mine these here, which extend up like that because they just want to. I guess we just gotta keep going up. You know what really excites me about Minecraft sometimes is the accomplishments. Because I am actually pretty happy that I haven't made some crazy amount of stuff yet. But I think I'm pretty happy that I can look back and be like, look, that's my house. That's the weird boat dock I made. That kind of looks weird. There's the bridge that I'm actually pretty happy with right now. But I can kind of look back and be happy with what I have accomplished. And wow, it is really raining hard here. I think what might be nice. Oh, what if I built a little like chimney? Like I had a little house here. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, I just had the most amazing idea. So we have a little tiny house here. And I think it will actually start probably a little further forward here. I think I'll just start it here. I'll have to fix the ground. Do a little bit of work on just like smoothing out the ground so the entrance to this house to actually make sense. But we make it reasonably wide. I think I might just do this. I'm not exactly sure at the design yet, but it should have an opening, I think, on this corner. So I think I'll go like this. It'll have a nice large opening that takes you straight into the farm area, which will be fenced all around. Let's sleep and continue in the morning here. All right, we have made it to the morning. Wow, this area really does need to be made brighter because skeletons and zombies can spawn around here. They're all around. I think I'm going to expand this just by a couple blocks here. Let's collect all these saplings from the tree. Because I think I'm going to need them. I have so many sticks. It's actually a little annoying, the abundance of sticks that I have right now. But we're just going to go all the way over here. I think I'm going to take down this tree. I am actively destroying this forest, but oh well. The forest should have picked a different spot. I decided that I wanted to live here, so it's the forest's fault for also living here alongside me. So, ha. I don't know exactly any super amazing designs for bases, but I made that way too tall. Okay. But basically, that's kind of the idea. Maybe I simplify this to just a one wide door that's centered. So actually, I think this, because what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. I can't. I can't. Oh no. If it's that wide, I can't exactly make that even. Let's fix that. Let's go from here instead. And make our house slightly smaller. So now it's actually evenly in the middle. However, it generally looks better when it's not evenly in the middle, but I don't care. Anyway, this is kind of the layout for the house. I think I'll throw this crafting table just kind of in here. We can start digging out this area here. Maybe because I know this house is not going to finish being constructed today, maybe I should put a bunch of like signs around this, like under construction or something. I don't know, that might be fun. But let's craft some planks. But yeah, I don't think I'm actually gonna finish with this today because I need a lot more clay to actually fill out all the bricks that I need for this. But this will look pretty awesome, I think. Oh yeah, I've always loved the wood and brick aesthetic in this game. It's probably one of my more favorite ones. It's one of the reasons I want to make stuff out of bricks, because I was just looking at someone building like a brick house, and I was just watching them build it, and I was like, wow, I actually really like brick houses, and I really like how they just kind of nicely complement a world where they just I don't know, they just have a nice fun red vibe to them. If you throw on some wood with that as well, it looks really nice. I think this is going to be under construction for a little bit, but it's at least functional. Maybe I'll clean this up a little bit so it looks less odd. It'll look more like an unfinished entrance than it will look like an unfinished entire building. But I'll also try and start the doorway here, which is very much unfinished. Okay, I'm just going to keep removing blocks and misplacing them because I actually want the outlines to be set in stone so I don't mess with them more. Let's place this door on this side, and then we could actually put like fences around this area. I probably have some fences in my chest, but this will make a nice little area. I think I want large windows so I can kind of see everything from my house. I think maybe just some windows here. So like there's my main house where I live, and here's my little farmhouse that is just focused on being a nice farmhouse. Then I have like some storage. Maybe I make it a little shop or something. You can come in and you can purchase my wheat because it's all for sale. But yeah, I think that is where I'm going to end this episode here. I know I did not make a ton of meaningful, crazy progress today. However, we have started on a nice project, I think. This is going to turn out very cool, I think, soon. And we did a lot of exploring. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you come back and see this finish. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. See you then.